Welcome back to Sai SS Academy. This is me Ashwati Nair. Today I am going to discuss about the 10th class history, chapter 1, the rise of nationalism in Europe. Already we discussed the first topic in our first two videos. Okay children, this is the third video of this lesson and the second topic today I am going to discuss, and the topic is the making of nationalism in Europe. Okay, so first I have to discuss about the 1750, the mid 18th century, 1750. Then a question may arise. Why teacher? Why are you discussing about the 1750? Already our first chapter is starting with the 1789 incidents, isn't it? Yes, but here we have to discuss about the mid 18th century. That means the divisions of the society. Okay, in the mid 18th century, no nation state was there, and the divisions of the society started in Europe around 1789 to 1850. Okay, the other thing is that the 1815, it was the end of the rule of the Napoleon. Okay children, so do you know what is a nation state? Okay children, what is a nation state? Yes, look, nation state means independent country where a large number of people or majority shares common languages, common history, common tradition and a government for the people. Okay, and we know all the countries nowadays are the nation states. Okay, but at that time it was not like that. Okay, why? Then you will think, why there were no nation state at that time, isn't it? Yes, I will discuss why there was no nation state at that time. Just I am going to say one example. Listen. Okay, listen. This is an example of no nation state. Okay, no nation state in Habsburg Empire ruled over by Austria and Hungary. Got it? In this empire, there are French speaking, Italian speaking, German speaking, even the Polish speaking people were there. Okay, and not only about this, there were a lot of dialects were using at that time. Okay, so how come the people understand all these languages? Isn't it? So who bring the nationalism and the idea of the nation state, and how did it emerge? Okay, let us have a look on the next topic. Okay, the next topic, aristocracy and the new middle class. Okay, at that time the European society were consist of two groups. One is aristocracy and the second one is peasantry. Okay, aristocracy, look, first the land owned class. They were the land owned class. Second, they spoke French. Third, they were of small groups. The aristocracy were of small groups. And fourth, their family connected by the marriage. Okay, that the society was like that for the aristocracy. And fifth one is they were united in common way of life. Okay, which are the 5 points of the aristocracy? First, they were land-owned class, they spoke French and were of small groups and connected by the family was connected by marriage and united in the common way of life. And which was the second group? They were peasantry. Okay, these peasantry, they were majority in population. Okay, they were in majority in population and they cultivated or look after the land of the aristocracy. As it was going like this, industrialization started in the second half of the 18th century, and this industrialization brought another group in the society. So, the industrialization led to the another category, a middle class. Okay, who were they? Middle class, who were they? Industrialists, businessmen, professionals like teachers, clerks, doctors, etc. Okay, so now the three groups were there. Got it? And the third class, that is the middle class, now emerged. Let us have a look what they brought, because this group is of educated people. Okay, these all are of the educated people. What did these educated people done? Have a look. This middle class or these educated people have two ideas. Okay, they have two ideas. What were they? First one is national unity. Okay, national unity means they need a state of national unity. First idea. And the second idea of the middle class was the liberal nationalism. Okay, what did the liberal nationalism stands for? Have a look. First, the term liberalism derives from the Latin word liber, which means free. From that only we got the meaning, no? That means liber means free. So, what were the liberal nationalism stand for? First, they need the freedom for individuals. Okay, freedom for individuals. Second, equality before law. All the people before law, they need equality. Got it? Third, government with the people agreement. These people, they ask for a government with a people agreement. Got it? And the fourth one, the end of the autocracy rule and clerical privilege. End of the autocracy rule means the common people, they need the end of the dictatorship. Okay, they need the end of the dictatorship and they too need the writing of the vote. Got it? And the fifth one is a constitution of a representative government. Okay, they need a constitution and they need a representative government. Okay, just to go through this 5 points. First, the liberal nationalism stands for the freedom for individuals, equality before law, government with the people agreement, end of the autocracy rule and clerical privilege, and a constitution and representative government. Here we discussed about the needs of the educated middle class, that they wanted national unity and a liberal nationalism, isn't it? Yes, but there were two problems. Okay, but there were two problems. Before that, before discussing what were the problems, I have to tell you one thing. Here comes a question for you, that is, what did the liberal nationalism stand for? What did the liberal nationalism stand for? You can expect a question like that. For that question, you have to write these 5 points. I simplified it. I think it is very helpful for you. Isn't it, children? So, what is the question? What did the liberal nationalism stands for? These points you have to note down. Okay. So, what were the problems faced for this liberal nationalism? At that time, only men above 21 and those who had properties was allowed to vote. At that time, the ladies don't have the vote. So, don't think about the. Okay, we are saying about the men. That means only men above 21 and those who had properties was allowed to vote. That was the one problem. First problem. Second, the state to state trade restriction was there. What is the trade restriction? At that time, regarding currency, weights and measures, custom duties and so on, a lot of restrictions were there between state to state trade. Okay, so in 1834, custom union formed called Solvery. Okay, the custom union formed, the name was Solvery. It was started by the Prussia. Okay, and many other German states joined later. Okay, that means the custom union formed called as Solvery, started by Prussia. Many other German states joined later. What was the result of this custom union? Yes, they abolished trade barrier. They abolished trade barrier, reduced the number of currencies. You know, children, at that time 30 currencies were there. How much? 30 currencies were there. This custom union reduced it to 2. Got it? That means the 30 forms of currencies now reduced to 2. That is an example. Yes, children, our next topic is a new conservatism after 1815. Okay, we know that the Napoleon's reign was from 1799 to 1815, isn't it? So what happened after that? Yes, that means that Napoleon was defeated in 1815 by the European powers. Which European powers were there? They were the BPRA. What is BPRA? Yeah, it is a mnemonics. BPRA means B for Britain. So, the Napoleon was defeated by BPRA. What is this BPRA? Yes, B for Britain, P for Prussia, R for Russia, A for Austria. It is very easy to remember, no? Yeah, BPRA. Okay. So these European powers defeated the Napoleon in 1850. Got it? So what these European powers did? They brought conservatism. Got it? Are you remembering the Napoleon Civil Code of 1804? Are you remembering this? Yes. He did away all the privileges based on birth and secured equality and right to property, isn't it? And he abolished the feudal system also. Okay. These Europeans, they brought back all these. What did these European powers did? They preserved monarchy, privileges of church, social hierarchies, autocracy. So, whatever things were there in the society before the French Revolution, that all things these European powers brought back. Understood? Under conservatism, these conservatives, they preserve the monarchy. Monarchy means the rule of the king. Privileges of the church. At that time, the church, that means the clergy people were high in the society, no? And all the privileges were there for them. They brought back that too. And the social hierarchies. What is the social hierarchy? The upper class, lower class distinction was there. They brought back it. And the autocracy also. Okay. These were the things brought back by the conservatives. And the second thing. What was that? Yes. No criticism and disagreement. Means that they will not allow, or they did not allow to criticize them, and if anybody disagree them, what will happen? They will kill them. Got it? That means those who disagreed them, they were killed. Understood? And what was the third thing? Yes, the third thing was censorship. Got it? Censorship. That means they brought censorship and nobody were allowed to criticize them even through the newspapers, plays, songs, etc. Got it, children? These are the things that the conservatives brought at that time. First, they preserve monarchy, privileges of church, social hierarchies and autocratic. Second, no criticism and disagreement. If anybody disagreed or criticized, they were killed. Third, censorship. That means nobody were allowed to criticize even through the newspapers, plays, songs, etc. Got it? There is a question for you. The question is, 3 features of the conservative regimes set up in Europe following the defeat of Napoleon in 1850. You can expect a question like that. So if the question comes, what would you have to do? You have to answer this. These are the 3 features. Understood? Okay, children. Our next topic is Treaty of Vienna. This is an important topic. You have to listen. Okay. Here again the BPR. What is BPR? Yes, Britain, Prussia, Russia, Austria. Is it easy to remember now? Yeah. Okay. These European powers signed the treaty just after the defeat of Napoleon in 1850. And one question I have to ask. It was a famous war. And what was the name of that war that Napoleon was defeated? Yes, it is known as the Waterloo. War of Waterloo. Okay. It's a GK question also, you can expect like that. Yes. Listen, these powers, they made a treaty and that treaty is known as Treaty of Vienna. Here, it was signed in 1815. Okay. It was signed in the 1815. Children, you have to listen. Okay. First, what were the things under this Treaty of Vienna? First, Bourbon dynasty was restored in France. Did you heard about this? It is not a Bourbon biscuit. Yes, this dynasty was there before the French Revolution, isn't it? Again, this Bourbon dynasty was restored in France. Okay, by this conservatist. Second, the states were set up on the boundaries of the France to prevent the French expansion in future. That means to avoid the French expansion, that the states are set up on the boundaries of the France. Third, Prussia got some important territories on its western. Okay, on its western side, the Prussia got some territories and Austria got control over North Italy. Russia also got Poland. Okay, yes. and the confederation of 39 states which had been set up by the Napoleon was left untouched. Yeah, one good thing they did. That means they didn't touch the confederation of the 39 states which had been set up by the Napoleon. These were the important points. 6 points are there. So one question is also there. How was the Treaty of Vienna implemented? Who hosted Vienna Congress in 1815? Got it? What was the question? Yes. How was the Treaty of Vienna implemented? Who hosted the Vienna Congress in 1815? Okay. Just you have to write these points as the answer. Got it? So the Treaty of Vienna is also over. So what happened in the state at that time? Many or large number of people were not happy to the ideas of the conservatists. So what happened? It led to the rise of the revolutionaries. So our next topic is revolutionaries. Just I will discuss that topic in our next video. Hope you understand everything that I took today. If you have any doubt, please comment. I will clear your doubt. Okay. And other thing is that I have to say, if you like my channel or if it is easy to understand, please subscribe the channel and stay tuned with my channel. Bye.